So how did you feel after 5 years in Colombia? Did you feel like you were a part of the culture? Did you feel like you fit in, like you belonged there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I still feel like I belong there. It's just, yeah, there's a very stark contrast between my life here in the United States and my life in Colombia. I almost feel like I even take on a different personality when I'm down there. It's just, it's been a big part of my life. And I mean, I still think people are always going to look at you as a foreigner. You know, it doesn't matter how many Colombian colloquial terms that I use or slang that I use. They're always going to still see me as a foreigner, no matter what. But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel accepted whenever I'm down there.
And what would you say the biggest differences are between the U.S. and Colombia in terms of lifestyle?
Well, in the U.S., everything is work, work, work. In Colombia, work is just a way to finance your life. It's not the priority. And that can be a good thing. That can also be a bad thing. If you want to get if you want to get stuff done, you know, you got to be really, really patient. It has gotten on my nerves sometime when, you know, I do want to get some projects done or negotiating like with a new client and they're on vacation because it's festivo for the 20th time this weekend. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? You
Mm,
know,
yeah.
but, you know, at the same time, all you know, the rise and grind culture of the United States, where everything is just work, work, work. I mean, it's depressing because you work so much. By the time that you do have free time, you feel guilty if you're not doing some sort of work. So it can, I think, what Colombians do is with the way their culture is, it reminds you that hey, you got to take a step back, and you got to relax, and you got to try and enjoy life a little bit. So I think that's the message behind the culture.
Yeah, a little bit more relaxed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm with you though. At times, you know, coming from Canada, it was frustrating to do things. Like if you just like, I want to do this today, it's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, man. Like
No.
it's just not gonna happen.
Everything thing takes longer than you think that
Yeah.
it will. Everything. So, okay, we're gonna go to the bank this morning. We're gonna get no. You gotta wait in line. You gotta take a number. It's like, oh God. Yeah. The definitely the difference in Colombia is how long everything takes. So, it's still hard for me to accept down there.
The silver lining of that, like culturally speaking, is that Colombians, I think, are the most patient group of people I've ever met in my life. They're never upset about anything. Like I'll be at the grocery store and there's a really long line and I'm going, "Oh my God, like come on, bring another cashier over. Like we're just waiting and waiting." And Colombians are just chill. They're just like, "Yeah, I'll wait here. Doesn't matter how long. I'll wait here all day, whatever it takes." I remember when we were in the process of transferring some transcripts from the university that my girlfriend studied at in Colombia to the Canadian university here in Vancouver. Oh my God, we went to one department and said, "Hey, we need these transcripts," and we were like translating them, or we were just like getting the physical copy. I can't remember what it was, and they would say, "Oh, you got to go across the street to this other department." So we'd go over
Yep,
there, and
yep,
then
yep.
say, "No, you got to go to this other department over on that side." So then we go over there, and they say, "Oh, we're closed for the day. You got to come
Yeah,
back tomorrow."
yeah. I know exactly what you mean, man.
I
That's
think we
happened to
came
me.
back to the university, the campus, I think 3 or 4 times just to get one set of transcripts sent over. And I was losing my mind. And everyone else is just like, yeah, you know, that's how it is. You know, what are you supposed to do? It's the lunch hour. We're not going to work on this now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And their lunch hour, it's not a half an hour or 15 minutes. It's a whole hour.
Mm.
It's a whole hour.
Yeah, like some places, especially the little like convenience stores, will have hours where they work from like 8 a.m. to 1, and then they're closed from like 1 to 6, and then they're open from 6 to 10. Like there's also different working hours depending on where you are, and so that can be difficult to get used to. Like, oh, this store is open today, but not for the next 4 hours. It's going to be closed for the next 4 hours. Like what?
Yeah, no, I mean that's normal down there, and that's just something you got to accept. You know, it's not your country, so